Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Frank Darabont's 2007 adaptation of Stephen King's The Mist. This isn't your typical monster movie. It's a film that hits hard with its psychological themes and has an ending that still sparks debate to this day. Let's break down what makes The Mist such a standout in the horror genre. So, the basic premise here is simple but effective. A small town gets enveloped in a mysterious mist that brings with it all sorts of nightmarish creatures. A group of people led by Thomas Jane's David Drayton are trapped in the supermarket, forced to survive both the horrors outside and the growing paranoia inside. But here's where the mist really shines. It's not just about the monsters. It's about how fear drives people to act in terrifying ways. This film is as much about psychological horror as it is about the creatures lurking in the fog. Frank Darabont's direction is spot on. He manages to create this suffocating atmosphere that pulls you in and doesn't let go. Instead of bombarding us with constant monster attacks, he builds tension by focusing on the group dynamics. The real horror is in how quickly this group descends into chaos. The mist itself becomes a metaphor for fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of each other, and that's where Darabont really excels. Let's talk about the performances then. Thomas Jane delivers a solid lead her performance as David, bringing a believable mix of strength and vulnerability. But the real standout here is Marcia Gay Harden as Mrs. Carmody. She's terrifying not because she's supernatural, but because she represents how easily people can fall into fanaticism. Harden's portrayal of this religious zealot who manipulates the group's fear is chilling. It's a perfect example of how human nature can be just as dangerous as any monster. Now, the CGI is serviceable. The creature designs are creepy, especially the spider like monsters and those tentacle horrors. But let's be honest, the CGI hasn't aged as well as some of the film's other elements. Still, the real star of the show is the atmosphere. The mist itself, with its heavy, oppressive presence, does more for the attention than any individual creature could. Darabont wisely keeps the focus on what we can see, making every moment in the mist feel like a potential threat. Okay, let's talk about that ending. Without spoiling too much for those who haven't seen it, Darabont takes a huge risk by deviating from King's original novella. It's an ending that's been debated for years, and whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny it's impactful. It's one of the most gut wrenching, bleak conclusions in horror cinema. Personally, I think it adds to the film's message about hopelessness and the destructive nature of fear. It's a bold move, and it's one that I think works brilliantly. So, overall, The Mist is much more than a simple creature feature. It's a psychological horror film that explores the darkest parts of human nature, all while delivering genuine tension in a haunting atmosphere. Yes, the CGI could have been better, but that doesn't detract from the film's emotional and thematic weight. I'm giving The Mist a solid 9.1 out of 10. It's a film that challenges its audience, and it's one that sticks with you long after it's over. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments. What did you think of the mist ending? And as always, stay tuned for more reviews right here on the channel. See you next time. Peace. I mean, peace. Sorry.